Yo, algorithm part, all messed up. Hope y'all can hear me. Yo, what up, Compton? Hot shot, what up? What up, Rob? It's been a while, man. It's been a while. RVA's finest. Yeah, the streets talking. The streets talking. That's what they say. What's up with y'all, man? It's been a minute, man. Heard people was looking for me. Y'all been trying to find me. I'm out here. I'm still out here, man. Don't forget that. Don't ever forget that. I'm still out here working. People that got my number, they check on me here and there. I'm still here. I know y'all been trying to find me on Checkmate's channel. Tell Checkmate I'm still here, man. And what's his name? What's that dude's name? C Jones or whatever. One of the guys that be on Checkmate's channel. But yeah, let him know. I'm Checkmate. I'm still here, man. We gonna come up. We got the heat coming, boy. We coming. 2023. We coming. I've been on a couple people's videos, checking them out. I'll be in the background. I still be out here, see what's going on YouTube. Shout out a hot shot. I see you, man. I see you. Where I've been, man. What's it? I'm gonna start using that term. What Aaron Rodgers said. He's going into darkness. That's exactly what I did. I did it for 2 months though. That's exactly what I did. Man, I had to get educated, man. Like sometimes you gotta step away from the social media a little bit and you gotta find your way, find your path, and you gotta start understanding what you're doing out here and start to scale or whatever the case may be and start digging into a lot of different things, business aspect. You gotta, the social media, you know, you just gotta get away from it sometimes, man. So, you know, I was on Instagram and Facebook here and there or whatever, but if y'all follow me on Instagram, but yeah, man, I had to take a step back from YouTube for a little bit, man. It's just, you know, the videos is there, you know, I dropped the information and y'all check them out, whatever. I know y'all want some more information coming in 2023 and what's going on with the market. I'm seeing a lot of people going out of business, a lot of people turning equipment in. It's bad out here, but all reality, that's normal. This happens literally every year. And I said in the video before, you usually only get by 5, maybe 6 months of good and the rest is bad in trucking. But this year was a little bit different because of everything that happened with COVID. You know, people bought in all the TikTok videos, all the Instagram videos, and you can make all this kind of money, and all this PPP money came involved, and people bought into transportation. And then when the market took a dive, people didn't understand what you know, how to maintain that money, or they bought these equipment for 100,000 plus 150,000, whatever it was, and when the market took a dive, they didn't know how to maintain that, you know. So that's why you see a lot of brand new equipment, 2023s, truck trailers out here for sale. They're still a little bit pricey or whatever. And this is going to be a part one. This is a part one. I'm not going to dive into everything, but this is going to be a part one. I'll do a part two. I don't know when. Hopefully this weekend, but we'll see. This is going to be a part one. I'm going to just speak on updates of what I got going on and different things that y'all can do to continue building y'all's maintaining y'all's business, and you know, just that aspect of trucking. As far as updates, as far as me, we still here. We still maintaining out here. I did open up another authority. I opened up a box truck division. We ready to get the box trucks going. We ready to tap into that market. I got a couple lanes that I'm ready to draw up. I don't got box trucks yet, but I did get the business started or whatnot. We doing a couple quotes to see what what the rates is as far as pricing wise. I'm gonna tap in one of the Sprinter vans too, box truck Sprinter vans. I've been getting a lot of different people hit me up trying to get that stuff kind of moved out. So it made plenty of sense. We still got the brokerage. We ramped up. We didn't do anything for 2021. 2022. But we got the brokerage ramped up back again. We got everything in place. I had to renew everything, which the renewal was like back in December or whatever. I'm building a team right now on the broker side. I got two females right now. They're going through the course, and once they finish the course, I'm gonna transition myself to full-time broker to get that going. Once I get everything straight over here on the carrier side on my semi trucks, and once I get going on the box trucks. But in the meantime, the broker's gonna be running by itself. What up, G-Way? I saw you mention me on the on your live. I think it was yesterday, man. Appreciate it, man. Salute to you too, man. But that's what we got going on with the brokerage. Shout out to the people that respond to the community posts about potential. I have potential freight going from PA to VA. That's ready to be locked and loaded. I forgot his name, but you're in my emails. But like I said, once again, if any carriers are out there in Pennsylvania and you're looking for some freight, good freight, holler at me. Shout out to the people that reached out to me about the lease purchase deal. I'm not gonna go too much detail about that, but shout out to the people that reached out to me about the lease purchase. Great deal, rolling out, and we'll see what happens with that. Taxes, tax season's coming. A lot of y'all guys hit me up about taxes. Who does my taxes? Like I said, I made a post about that on community posts. I got a tax guy. Y'all want your taxes done right? You want to make sure your business is set up correctly? Hit up my guy. His name is Carlos. Matter of fact, let me put his name is Carlos. And his you can reach him. Let me see. Let me pull it up right quick. You can reach him at 888-707-3542. Get your taxes in order. Don't get behind on taxes. Make sure your business is set up correctly. A lot of you guys are making over $200,000 a year, and you're not set up correctly. Now you're paying all this money in taxes. I'm not gonna give tax advice. Like I said, hit up Carlos, 888-707-3542. Reliance Tax Relief. Get set up correctly, so you're not out here paying crazy money to the IRS. Also, I got a whole bunch of different promotional stuff I need to put out. People have been reaching out to me, hey, where you go, boss? Shout out to Crown Credit Pro. Continue to reach Crown Credit Pro. Reach out to Crown Credit Pro. Let them know. Call me Cooley. Y'all will get a discount. I don't know what the discount is, but you will get a discount. It's probably not gonna be too much, but at least it's a discount. Something's better than nothing. Reach out to Crown Credit Pro. Who else? There's another one too that want me to shout them out. I still use factoring wise. I still use RTS. Right now I'm in a renewal process right now, and they negotiated with me for a better rate. Right now I'm getting about 1.75 factoring rate. Now don't call RTS and say, hey, I want to get the same deal Cooley got. It don't work like that. It's based off volume. So I think they start off at 3%, I believe. You know, once they ride off a scale. So if you bring in 50,000 per month, you know, they'll scale you up. You bring 100,000, so on, so on, they'll scale you up. What up, Hot Shot? I see you doing your thing, man. I be seeing you on Instagram, man. Make sure y'all go check out Hot Shot, man. He's still out here doing his thing, man. Go check his channel out too. But yeah, those are the shout outs. Those are the shout outs right now as far as people that, you know, want me to shout them out. But make sure you definitely check out the tax guy. He's going to help you out a lot. ADP, that's another one. ADP, that's what it was. I switched over from paychecks to ADP. Reason being because once you start getting a certain level of growth, you have to invest into certain things, and ADP was my payroll was a big one. So ADP, let me give you all that phone number. ADP. His name is Joe. His name is Joe. Call me. Let him know. Call me Cooley. You can give him a call at 508-254-0963. Get your payroll in order. It doesn't matter if you're a one truck operation. Some of you guys need to start paying yourself on a W-2 based off of how your business is set up. Reach out to them. I'm telling you guys, these are real stuff. Real, like I've been through it. Like, you guys need to reach out to these people and get your stuff lined up, so you're not out here looking crazy, or somebody out here trying to get you, or whatever the case may be, IRS, whatever. Make sure you set up correctly. If your LLC is not set up correctly, you need to get that corrected. Whether you need to be an S corp or whatever, C corp, INC, everybody's situation is gonna be different. So make sure you set up correct. A lot of you guys don't need to be single member LLCs. You're making too much money. You're gonna get killed on taxes. What up, EC? Sammy Mac, what up? DJ 904. You want me to speak on how the payroll works? Like, for instance, like back when I first started, I didn't really understand the payroll aspect, because I was a single member LLC for so long, and I was wondering why every year my taxes were so high. So once I started understanding, that's why I said I had to dig into a lot of different things. Once I started seeing what I needed to do, I had to change my whole structure of my business. So I eventually switched over to an S corp and started paying myself on a W-2. A lot of you guys need to be similar, based on the amount of money you're making per year. Like, I'm not gonna go too far into the tax aspect of it, but payroll, you need to start paying yourself on the W-2. Even the W-2 helps you out as far as, whether you're trying to get a lease or you're trying to buy something or whatever the case may be, where you don't have to show tax returns. You can show that W-2. But you also gotta pay yourself a reasonable amount, and this is based off of S corp. So you gotta pay yourself a reasonable amount, so you can get that tax deductible and tax credit. Don't just go out here and start paying yourself $200 to beat child support and all this other stuff, man. I know a lot of you guys are trying to run away from child support and trying to figure out the loophole. Yeah, there's a loophole with it, but at the end of the day, child support can still suspend your license. They suspend your license, you can't drive no more. So stop running. So you can't keep running from child support. Pay your child support. It is what it is. Or at least try to get it reduced. But at the end of the day, you got to pay your child support. There's no way to run around it. They can't go after your money, but they can suspend your license. But being in transportation, you need your CDL to drive. So think about that. Some of you guys be trying to duck that child support, man. What'd you say? So the payroll company automatically deducted from your bank account. So basically what happens is you put yourself on the W-2 on the pay. You pay yourself, say you pay yourself on we'll just say Fridays. You run the payroll on Thursday. What ADP does, they take the taxes, the federal, the state, the Medicare and all that. They take the taxes out of that, and it will come out your bank account, which that's how ADP does it. They come out your bank account. So if you say you pay yourself $1,000, they say we'll just say taxes is $300 some. The $300 some will come out your bank account, and they take that money and they pay it quarterly. I believe it's quarterly. So at the end of the year, when you do your taxes, all right, well, you pay this X amount of dollars quarterly. So now once they run the numbers or whatever, you see how much you owe or see if you get a refund, whatever the case may be. But that's generally how the payroll works. That's how that generally works. Let me see. when you go for funding, that's all how that works. Yeah, that's another thing. I started diving into the aspect of what's coming in and what's coming out of my business. So I started getting educating myself, whether it was dealing with the CPA, whether it was dealing with different lenders or whatever the case was. I wanted to get a better understanding of what they're looking for. I started getting involved with my profit and losses and my balance sheet. Those are things that you have to start doing to get funding. You know, you're going to have to start getting involved with your profit losses at some point. Well, now I won't say at some point. You need to do that straight out the gate. Profit and losses. You got to start seeing, all right, what's coming out, what are you paying, who are you paying, and what is the company actually making. You know, that's going to be, you know, you can say you made over $200,000, but what did the company actually make? You see what I'm saying? So that, and the profit and loss will show you that. Balance sheets will show you, you know, your assets, your liabilities, and stuff like that. When you start getting involved with different banks and stuff, they want to see that stuff. Banks and different lenders, they want to see that stuff. But when you start getting involved with, like, what do you call them? Merchant, I guess you call it merchant funding. I think that's the word, merchant funding, where different third-party lenders start looking at your bank statements. And of course, when you start looking at your bank statements, that's going to tell a different story. And of course, that's like unsecured loans, and those interest rates are going to be typically higher because they're going off your bank statement. So when you go after, like, you know, those are like the third-party banks. When you start going after, like, the Truists, the Bank Americas, the Chases and stuff like that, they're going to see those profit and losses. They're going to want to see those balance sheets. They want to see what you have, what debt do you have, how much debt do you have. It's kind of like debt to income, but on the business side, they want to see those type of things. That's why I say you want to start having some type of payroll service, having a CPA, even using QuickBooks too. I don't use QuickBooks, but I'm gonna start using it. But having those things in place, so when it's time to buy something or whatever the case may, you have all these documents where you can get funded for this stuff. So getting all that stuff in order. That's what I did a lot of doing, understanding, you know, what went out, what came in, how much did the company actually make, you know, because I dish out, you know, I can show a number of what I made, you know, but I dish out a lot of contracting fees because I have contractors. So knowing what that number is and what the company actually make, I had to figure out how can I get more money to my company. And I'm gonna talk about that in part 2. I'm not gonna go too much detail about that. Part 2, I'll explain that in a couple days. Fight or flight. What up? That's why I didn't want to get into more of the taxes. I can't give y'all a number because I don't want to steer y'all in the wrong direction. I know based off of how my business was, I had to convert over to an S corp. I can't give you a number. That's something you have to talk. I don't want to give tax advice. I don't want to set nobody up for failure or whatever the case may be. You have to talk to a CPA. I gave y'all the number. Contact Carlos. I'm telling you, he's been doing my tax for about 3 years now. He will get y'all straight. He will go over your numbers, see what's coming in, see what your numbers are, and he will tell you whether you need to be an S corp. He also does that to conversions. He'll convert you over to an S corp, INC, whatever it needs to be done based off of what you have or what you're bringing in. So once again, Carlos, Reliance Tax Relief. I dropped a number in the video. Give him a call. Give him a call. I'm not just telling y'all for my health. That's another thing. Appreciate it, Hot Shot. Consultations. I think I did a poll about consultations, mentorships, or something like that. I will be doing a consultation real soon. I don't know when. Give me a couple months. I got to get it all set up and stuff like that. I will be doing consultations, mentorships, coming real soon, where y'all can tap in with me one-on-one, and we'll break down I'll break down literally your whole business and scale you. Um, the grow, if you want to grow, you want to grow. If you don't, if you want to maintain what you are, that's cool too. But I'll be doing those consultations, 30 minutes, hour, um, and I will come up with everything, the numbers, how much it's gonna cost, like that, and we'll get that going too. Um, what else? Uh, Dang, I did a lot too. I got a partnership with Ryder. I got a line of credit with Ryder. I actually got that partnership back in September of last year. I just didn't do a video about it. But I did get a partnership with Ryder where I got access to Ryder's rentals. I got access to Ryder's leasing. Anything, the leasing, of course, the leasings are better deals, but you gotta commit to a contract. Now, Ryder, the leasing side, they will only give you those vehicles or trailers or whatever if you have a customer, or if you have they're gonna want to know where you driving this equipment to. They don't do that OTR stuff no more. That's out the window. But they will give you a line of credit for rental. But the rental side is very expensive. I think last time I checked, when I had the thing, I think I was talking to Compton about it. They wanted like $1,200 a week for a day cab, which is ridiculous. But yeah, I do got a Ryder partnership. What else? Shout out to Flying Colors. I tapped in with the government. I got set up with the government through the sam.gov, which is, well, it's still pending, but I got set up with the state of Virginia with government contracting, and I'm starting to do a lot of in the chambers of commerce too in Virginia. I'm starting to do a lot of meetings. That helped me up a lot of meetings and a lot of networking and with different people in my community. Whether it's Zoom, like I got one on the 21st where I got to go up to Charlottesville and do this meeting, and it's about government contracting and bidding and stuff like that. That's something y'all need to start getting involved with too as well. Government contracting and getting set up. The way I got set up with the government contract, I contacted my local PTAC, which is I don't remember what the abbreviations mean. It's like procurement, something. But the local, it was the local in the state of Virginia, and she helps with setting up with the sam.gov, getting all that set up, having all your documents in place like that, and they go through it one by one. Like I did a Zoom call, and it was a share screen, and they told me exactly what I needed to put each step, and I got that all set up. Relationships, building relationships. A lot of you guys are calling different brokers off load boards and not building those relationships, not keeping those relationships. Every time you call somebody, every time you call a broker on a DAT, you need to always ask, how consistent is this? Do you have any more? That's going to help you determine. Now, they're not going to give you, sometimes they don't know. Sometimes it's like sporadic stuff, but there's going to be that one time where this broker, because they're not going to tell you unless you ask. There's going to be that one time that broker say, hey, man, I got this load every day. But you're not going to know unless you ask. Sometimes they will ask you, hey, do you got more trucks or whatever? That's going to help you scale if you want to grow. That's how I did it. It was pretty much, like I think I told a video about this. It was a situation where I was running a load. It was Monday through Friday. It had me home every day. There was another carrier on the load. He was running it with me, so it was 2 loads a day. I had one, the other carrier had one. And pretty much I stayed patient. I was consistent. Every time I communicated with the broker, every single time when I got there, when I checked in, when I checked out, I let them know any issues. And eventually a situation happened where the other carrier fell off. He couldn't maintain his equipment. He was doing some crazy illegal stuff. He was doing some wild stuff. But he couldn't maintain, I think it was more so maintain his equipment. He couldn't maintain his equipment. And he eventually fell out. So the opportunity came to me when they reached out to me and was like, hey, can you feel this? So I took it. That's how I scaled. I took the load, So I was running 2 loads a day, you know, and sometimes they would give me 3. But I've been doing that load for 4 years now. Now we come into March where we about to they want to push 4 loads a day, Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? So maintaining those relationships is all I'm saying. You got to maintain those relationships. You got to build relationships, because when the market is down, you still got those relationships. That's what y'all not doing. That's why a lot of people is going out of business and failing. Y'all got to maintain those relationships with those brokers. You know what I'm saying? And figure out and kind of sprinkle in a little bit of contacting carriers. Not carriers, customers, shippers. There are still shippers that work with carriers directly, but you're not going to know unless you talk. A lot of you guys like the click and goes, the convoys. Convoy is dead. Coyote is dead. What's the other one? C.H. Robinson, dead. Amazon, dead. That's another topic we need to talk about. Amazon. I mean, y'all gotta. I mean, for me, man, I'm set up with Amazon, but I ain't never pulled a load with them. Once I looked at Amazon and how it was structured, and I saw the loads, it was a no-go for me. That right there, seeing what Amazon and how it's set up and how much control they have, that should motivate you to get your own equipment, get your own trailer. If you at the mercy of Amazon, you picking up their trailers and you running around for $1.50, $1.25. How do you expect to grow? How do you expect to make money? I don't care if you got a paid off truck or not. You might as well go work for somebody. It just doesn't make sense. Just to say you, like I said, doing power only at Amazon, just to say you home every day, making $1.25 per load, where you can work for a company and be home every day and don't have to worry about the maintenance of the truck or whatever the case may be. It just doesn't make sense. A lot of people are not meant to be in this business. You know, no shots at nobody, but it doesn't. Some of the stuff some of the people are doing doesn't make any sense. You know, Amazon, the way it's structured, it would never make sense to me. I don't care if it's peak season or not. It's just that being at the mercy of Amazon, the way they run. I'm even like set up with the on the Facebook groups on Amazon. I see it all the time. People getting stuck at post offices. People post office not open. They got to hold on to the product. You can't even contact Amazon. There's no phone number, so you can't talk to nobody. That's crazy to me. Like, I can't call Amazon and say I'm having an issue. You gotta wait. You gotta go by emails. It's just the model of Amazon doesn't make sense to me at all. But the each his own. You know, the each his own. Like, I can't tell y'all what to do or where to go, but Amazon doesn't make sense at all to me. It's just being at the it's kind of like being at the mercy of a dealership. Doesn't make sense to me. Just doesn't make sense to me, man. Let me see what y'all talking about. What up, Trinity Cargo? What up, Jaquan? T Hill, what up? Procurement Technical Assistance Center. There you go, Marquise. That's what it's called, yup. My IG is I am Calvin _T. 10K down and like 5K a month. I'm trying to figure out what that was about. 10K down for like 5K a month. You talking about the trucks? JB Hunt 360's dead too. Yeah, all them click and goes. Like, even when the market is good and they start posting loads on there and stuff like that, but you can't really. I mean, not to say you can't. It's a little bit harder, but I learned when me growing and going through my experience, if I can't talk to you on the phone and negotiate a price, I feel like that click and go stuff is, I just can't do it, man. I need to be on the phone to talk to somebody, if negotiate my rates. That's just me. I just can't be on the like Convoy app and battling out with goofies. These guys are going back and forth on a water load that's going 200 miles for $500. Y'all competing for $500. Like, I can't. Why involve myself in all that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just dumb. Like, I need to be on the phone. Like, listen, this is what I got. This is what I got going on. I got, you might got they might got volume. Like, hey, I can cover all this. You see what I'm saying? But on those apps, you can't do all that. You just competing with people that's sitting at truck stops trying to find a load and stuff like that, and just, yeah, I do it just to say, pay for fuel. When did we get to a situation where we running around just paying for fuel? Nobody's making profits no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody cares about profits no more. All they care about, they might be stuck in PA somewhere. All they care about is paying for fuel to get back home. When did we get to a situation like that? So when you start thinking like that, you messing up the game. You messing up the game. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when you speak to brokers, it's kind of like speaking to customers. Sometimes you got to get filthy a little bit. Explain why you're asking for this rate. Feels high. Well, the time it's going to take for me to do all this. Damn, they finished already. The time's going, you got to factor in your time. Time is everything in this business. Whether a load might be paying $600 going 30 miles, but it might take you 6 hours. And only way to figure that out is, sometimes I use Google. If it's a place I've never been to, I might use Google. You look at the reviews or something like that. But if it's a place I've been to and it takes me 6 hours for $600, it doesn't make sense. Why do it? Like Amazon emails me all the time. I talk to T Hell about this. Amazon emails me every morning around 1-2 in the morning talking about some trailer moves, nighttime shift trailer moves. I think it's like 8-10 hours for $850. What it look like me going down there moving trailers with a semi truck for $850? You know how much work you're gonna be doing with a semi truck, dropping trailers and doing all this, getting out? Like, doesn't make any sense. It's just certain situations that I be seeing, man. I'd be like, man, this stuff goofy, man. Amazon is goofy. I kept playing around, getting insights from different people, even T Hill. T Hill was doing Amazon and stuff like that. But Amazon, I'll never go to Amazon just because, I don't want to say never, but Amazon is just, and there's a lot of scamming going on too, Amazon, with the whole Amazon posting loads on DAT and stuff like that, and people it's crazy what Amazon got going on. Be very careful with the scamming. Make sure y'all checking some of these brokers, especially Landstar. No disrespect to Landstar, but make sure y'all checking Landstar. Landstar is known for scamming out here. And be careful with Chop Tank too. Something funny's going on with Chop Tank and his hub group stuff. Be careful with Chop Tank, man. Let's see what y'all talking about. Jersey Trucker, what up? What up? I think they have bots bidding anyway. Yeah, man, I heard that story. They probably do, man. Especially like JB Hunt. I heard about that with JB Hunt and the brokers shooting the rates low and a whole bunch of. I don't even remember last time I went on JB Hunt's app. I don't remember last time I booked a load with JB Hunt. I don't remember last time I booked a load with Convoy. Coyote's on some goofy stuff now. Coyote's on some stuff where if you don't run enough with them, they won't give you a load or something like that. All right, cool, whatever. What's the other one? CH Robinson, they goofy. What's the Uber? Uber, they just, whew. I've seen it. They got a little bidding tab down, but the stuff that's bidding is like you going like over 1,000 miles or something like that, and they want you to bid on it. But the short runs, man, it's just, I'm good. That's why I say relationships is important. You got to start building relationships with brokers. And you need to start trying to acquire customers. You got to get out there and talk. A lot of you guys scared to talk to people. That's why y'all do the click and goes. But you gotta in this business, you gotta be able to sell yourself, man. You gotta be able to differentiate. Dang, I can't even say the word. You gotta be different from a different carrier. It's all like marketing. You got to sell yourself a little bit. What can you offer that's different from somebody else? And a lot of times it's really assets. That's what a lot of customers looking for: assets, multiple trucks, You know, they looking for on-time delivery. You know, even that, like I spoke about the rider partnership. Things like that I can use. Like I got a capability statement. Capability statement. I picked up a capability statement from doing the government contracts, but I used that capability statement for any potential customers, you know, that's outside of the government contracts. So, and what a capability statement, well, y'all know what it is. And if you don't know what it is, you can Google it. You know, that's going to pretty much tell you, it's like a profile pretty much telling about your business. You know, some of you guys need that too as well. But, I'm about to roll out of this soon. Let me see. What up, Freight Zones? You know, my motto, time over everything. Facts. What up, Victory Lap? The trucking market is gonna, I believe it's gonna get back. Actually, it's picked up. It's picked up over here. I've been seeing an increase, not nothing crazy, but I've been seeing an increase. Right now in January, February, you know, it's pretty slow anyways. I think it's gonna jump up. I'm not gonna say it's gonna jump up like crazy, but I think we're going into a normal market. We'll find out in the March, April. We'll find out we coming into a normal market. But the way that equipment is right now and it's decreasing, I think we're gonna come into a normal market, and we'll see. Let's see. First, what is the small? Who or what is the best small lease purchase company? Georgia Rob. Oh, when y'all ask questions like that, when y'all ask questions, what's the best company? What's the best owner operator? I'ma always say myself, cause I'm the only one that knows myself. You know, so me, me. No, but for real though, I can't really speak on different companies because I ain't never did it. I can only speak on what I did. You know, the companies I worked for with JB Hunt. It was good to me at the time, as a company driver. But the lease purchase, which one I did? I did a lease purchase out of Missouri. It didn't work out. I wouldn't recommend it. Metalark, I did that full maintenance lease. It was cool or whatever, but I think, like I said, times has changed. You talking about 3-4 years ago. Times changed, so I don't even know if they got those still deals, the same deals than when I did it. But yeah, that's that question. Got to get out here and get direct freight if you want to make it. Facts, man. You got to get out here and talk to people, man. Build those relationships. That's the only way. When the times is rough, you're gonna be the only one still out here running around because you got those relationships. You know, sometimes they might, you know, drop the price down, but at the same time, they're gonna give you that consistency. Consistency is everything. You know, you can still make it work with consistency. Yeah. Let's see. What up, Crazy Bubba? Distant Warrior, what up? If a truck is over 600,000 miles, would you delete the DUF? I had my first sensor issue in the dealer holding my truck for 3 days. Do you have third-party mechanics that deal with sensors? Oh yeah, you got. I mean, you speaking on warranty. I don't know if you're speaking on warranty, but there are smaller dealerships or smaller shops that deal with warranty. And there's other shops that deal with sensors too. Like I said, you can go to nttsbreakdown.com. It'll pull up a list of different mechanics in your area, wherever you at, and you know, I try to stay away from the dealers as much as possible. I haven't been to a dealership in like 3 years. The only way I go to dealerships is pick up parts. But I would definitely start. That's another thing about mechanics. You got to start building a network of mechanics that you can trust, that's not going to like overprice you. You got to start going into areas and limited. Like I know I get the whole thing, but people go OTR, but at some point running a business, in my opinion, you got to start going to areas consistently that you're familiar with it, where you know where you can get good rates. You know, you want to start building that triangle and start just doing those areas and start building that network mechanics. So when you have a situation, and every situation is going to be different, that's why you got to build a network of mechanics. Each mechanic is going to be able to do something different, where you can be able to call them and be like, hey, I got this issue, can you fix it? You know, and if they can't, then you call the next mechanic, hey, I got this issue, can you fix it? And everybody, all right, bring it on through. And the goal is with mechanics is who can get you out the fastest. That's the goal. It's not about warranty. It's not about if warranty is going to be able to pay for this cost, because dealing with warranties, in my opinion, and I talked to one of the drivers about this, sometimes it's good, but sometimes it can go left with warranties. The thing about warranties is you got to stay on top of them, because the shops is not going to work on your equipment until the warranty gets the go ahead. You know, so be very careful when dealing with warranties, and thinking that, yeah, it might be covered, but it might not. When you're talking about after treatment, it's not going to cover everything dealing with the after treatment. Sometimes they switch the names of parts and stuff like that, which is a scam. It might say in the contract, well, this part is covered, and then when the situation happens, you call the warranty or whatever the case may be, they done change the name or something like that. Hold on a second. Hello? All right, thank you. Yeah, they don't change the name. Warranties sometimes scam you. Just be careful with warranties. Stay on top of them, you know, because they will like switch the names of the parts or something like that, and when you're trying to get it paid for, like, oh well, this part name changed and it's not covered. Now you're responsible for this bill. You know, like I said, when I had my warranty on my truck, I think I used it like one time. Every time I tried to use the warranty, it wasn't covered. It wasn't covered. So, you know, you got to make a decision when going to your question about deleting and stuff like that. That's the business decision you're gonna have to make on your own. All I can say is once you start having issues with the death, it's going to continue to happen. So you got to make a business decision. That's all I'm gonna say about that. What up, Cash is King? Harold DeBerry. I'm gonna speak about that in my second part about the trucks. Do I know any owner operators looking for drivers? No, not at the moment. Just ride away, things will change in about 6 months. Cheap equipment on the way. Facts. Last week got an email from me about safety audit coming up. How long before the real audit begins? Safety audit. Hold on, explain about that. Are you talking about like the audit when you first activate your authority? 12 years as an automotive technician, paying off nail for me. Okay. Technicians hate warranties. Work will make you wait. Yeah, that's why warranties, it's a touchy subject. Like I said, the goal is to get in and get out. You know, waiting on warranties to confirm stuff, and they taking all day and stuff like that. You can wait on warranty. You be in the shop for a whole week waiting around, messing around with the warranties. You know, so sometimes it's better to just pay for it in cash. You know what I'm saying? Depending on, you know, the cost and the situation. If you're waiting around on a warranty for a $900 fix or whatever the case may be, and your, you know what I'm saying, your deductible is already $1,000 or whatever the case, well, that's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? Why would you pay $1,000 when you can pay $900? You see what I'm saying? Some people just first things first about warranties and trucks. When you buy your truck, understand the warranty. Read the fine print. You know what I'm saying? You got to read the fine print. Dozers, just because the wording something wasn't covered, but it should have been. I tell people that most of trucking is a big word game. Yeah, word game, verbiage. You know what I'm saying? Even with simple as COIs, having the correct verbiage on there, and Some people, you know, try to act like he ain't got something and it's not worded correctly, and you got to rewrite it and all that stuff. But yeah, you're right. TBE Trucking, what up? N as in Nancy, T as in Tom, T as in Tom, S as in Sam, NTTSbreakdown.com. I think I can pull it up. Yeah, NTTSbreakdown.com. It looks like this. It'll pull up like this, like the states and stuff like that. Yeah, but that helped me out a lot. That's how I found that's how I found like a lot of what you call it, mechanics through that website. Once you go to them shops and you start talking to different mechanics and figure out they do side work, there you go. Get their number and take them as one of your mechanics. That's all you gotta do. Like I said, that goes to all about saying is talking. Once again, you gotta talk to people. Once you start talking to different mechanics and stuff, and they figure out they got a shop on the side, boom, there you go. Oh, the new entry audit? Yeah, the officer's gonna call you. They're gonna pretty much tell you what you need with ELD. I forgot what it all. It's been a long time, but they're gonna pretty much tell you what you need. And you got to submit it to them within a couple, you know, whatever the days is, a couple days or whatever. That's all it is. I don't think they do that pull-up stuff. I never experienced that, but I heard back in the day they used to do it like that. They used to pull up on you or something like that. But yeah, the officer will tell you everything you need though. What up, the cheetah? Get this paperwork. Distant warrior. Okay, yeah, no problem.
You in 66?
Yeah.
Should be good to go, okay?
All right, appreciate it. One page. Yeah. But yeah, man. I'm still out here hustling, man. I don't think once I get to a certain amount, I'll stop driving. But you got to keep grinding, man. Stay humble and stay hungry. That's the motto. Stay hungry, stay hungry and stay humble. If you want it, you got to go get it. It's not going to be handed to you. Y'all got any more questions? Hit the like button for me, man. Part 2's coming. Y'all gonna be shocked about this one. Y'all gonna be shocked about this one. Y'all gonna go crazy over this one. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Grinding. It's too much money out here, man. Freight brokering. Get involved. Some of you guys are married. Some of you guys are married. Get your wives involved. Get your girlfriend involved. Have them start the freight brokerage. Game changer, man. You thought I was still on vacation? Hell no. Hey, I went to Jamaica though. Man, Jamaica was lit. That was my second time in Jamaica. I went to Jamaica for my birthday. But we in grind time now. I'm going back to, if y'all want to link up with me, I'm going back to Colombia in May. May 18th to the 21st. You want to come out there, you got your passport, let's go. Ready to have a ball, man. Ready to have a ball. Hit me up. Call me Cooley804 at gmail.com. Load boards are done. There's no freight on there. So I'm doing port work. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The whole building relationships. We barely own the load boards. We got these relationships where they just send us, like, I got this deal going on right now. I've been doing about 2.5 months, and trying to lock it in. We barely own the load boards. We got these different relationships, like I said, and like they hit us up, or they'll send us all the rate confirmations all at once, or whatever the case may be. You know. Okay, victory lap. I'm about to get off here in about 5 minutes or so. If y'all got any more questions, what up, Dirty Broke? Y'all got any more questions? Like I said, I'm gonna do part 2. We're gonna drop the jewels on that one. Um, and let you know what else I got going on, and go from there. Go from there, man. Shank, I'll talk about that in part 2. I'll tell you on part 2. I'll tell you in part 2 about that. Oh, you going to Columbia next month? Yeah, man. I'll try to go early, but you know what I'm saying, we're gonna go in May. Couple of my boys, man. We're going out there, man, for his birthday or whatever. Turn up a little bit, have a good time. I'm gonna do part 2. I think it's this weekend. I'm not quite sure. If it's not this weekend, it's gonna be sometime next week. But I'll try to get involved with the more videos. We coming out the darkness. I got my Aaron Rodgers on, and y'all been trying to find me, man. I'm out here, man. You know, like I said, y'all want to reach me, y'all got my email. Call me Cooley804 at gmail.com. And some of y'all guys got my number. Y'all can always call me or whatever. We still running around. You're gonna be down there too in Brazil. Yeah, I gotta set up Brazil. I've been wanting to go to Brazil. So I got Thailand. I'm going to Thailand. I haven't picked a month yet, but I think I'm gonna go maybe August. I'm not sure, but I will be going to Thailand this year. Got to Colombia. I was supposed to be going to Dubai, but that didn't work out right. But I might be going to Greece too. I mean, is it Greece? Yeah, Greece. I might be going to Greece. Yeah, the low boy is gonna be crap right now. This is a broker's market. If you don't got relationships, you either gotta, if you don't got relationships or your new authority, it was the wrong time to start the authority. But if you don't got relationships and you just solely on the low boards, you gotta figure out a different avenue. You're gonna have to figure out something else. Whether it's doing port work, whether it's changing the division of trucking you doing, whether it's going out there trying to get contracts. Damn, they got a brand new, this joint right here, clean. I just noticed that joint. Look at this joint right here, man. That truck, you see that blue? I was like, God damn, that joint clean. It ain't all right. W990. Yeah, that joint all right. Y'all see that blue under there? On my yeah, y'all see that blue under the hood? That joint clean right there, boy. But yeah. Let me see. I might go back, tap in with you. Hey, do you need to have an MC number if you lease on to a company? Nah. You don't have an MC. You don't need an MC number to lease on to a company. Your authorities from 2020. I have a van trailer. Hold on, let me go back to see what you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, okay, Leroy. Yeah, you might have to switch your van is horrible. I'm gonna be. Man, van is horrible. You competing with so many different people. Like I said, that goes back to COVID when everybody bought all them trailers. When the drive-in trailers was like, you can find drive-in trailers nowhere because everybody bought them up. But van is like the bottom. To be honest with you, van is at the bottom. Like you're gonna be fighting with so many people because everybody does it. Anybody can do drive-in. It's simple. So that's why I say you're gonna have to start looking at the different divisions, whether you might get in the reefer, where you might get in the step deck, flatbed, or something like that. You're gonna have to switch it up a little bit. Every time I thought about getting a drive-in, I got 10 reasons why not to get in drive-in. That's how I be, man. I be getting like opportunities for drive-in and stuff like that. Then I break down the numbers and I'm like, this don't make no sense. And then when I have a conversation with them, like for instance, I had a conversation with a broker maybe about 4 weeks ago about a load. It was a water load, and it was 10 miles. It was 10 miles, and it was paying $250. But he swear he had 15 loads a week or something like that. He kept telling me, but the volume. I'm like, listen, bro. How can I pay somebody off of $250? It doesn't make any sense. I don't care if you got 15 loads a week. $250, and we can talk about 15 load. He said 15, but you can only get one load per day per driver. It's not like the driver can get 3 loads a day. It's not like that. It's one load per day. So we say one load per day, Monday through Friday, $250. You can break down the numbers. It's simple math. $250 times 5 is $1,250. Yeah, you can pay a driver the whole $1,250, but how does the company benefit from that? You see what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense sometimes. Paying a driver, and then you can go off and saying, all right, well, I paid a driver $500, $600. Sometimes that's not even worth a driver's time where they can go do something else. You see what I'm saying? The math ain't mathing. But stuff like that, I be getting goofy stuff like that, drive in, and it's just too saturated, man. They want to know how I do it. Yeah, the 702, I explained it, man. It's not saying how I'm winning. It's just what I'm willing to do to get to these different points, or to, I guess, quote unquote, win. Some of you guys are not willing to do a lot of different things that I'm willing to do. Like I said, I explained earlier about getting off that whole aspect of Amazon. Some of you guys are they're sold on Amazon. Like I said, I told in different videos, if everybody's going one direction, I'm going the other way. You got to do that, man. You got to do that. Took my fingerprints for the hazmat. I'm done with driving and trying to pull them tankers. Yeah, that's another avenue right there. Tankers is making good money, man. Sometimes you got to switch it up. Sometimes it might not be something you don't want to do, but sometimes you might get into that business. You might like it. I've seen people talking about, the oil fields and stuff like that. I don't know anything about the oil fields, and back in the day, everybody was talking about it where you make $10,000 a week and whatever the case was. But sometimes you got to switch it up a little bit. If that's something you want, if you really want to stay in transportation, because especially if you got your own business, because the only other option is going back company driver. Sometimes you're gonna have to sacrifice. You're gonna have to sacrifice. It is what it is. That's trucking, man. That's just, and I don't want to say it's just trucking, but that's just business. Period. You gotta sacrifice. Like I sacrifice my weekends because I'm growing, so I'm building a relationship, building rapport with this customer. Until I can put a driver on it. I gotta sacrifice my weekends to maintain that lane. It is what it is. Red Top Rich. I'm going to Cartagena. Cartagena. I'll be in Cartagena, Colombia. Credit, yeah, credit definitely was big in my process. Credit, I did videos about business credit and stuff like that. But yeah, credit is something you're gonna need, especially if you're trying to scale or grow your business or whatnot. Credit is always gonna be a big issue when in any business. Yeah, you can always talk about the cash is king. Yeah, that which is somewhat true because you're gonna have to pay cash to pay down the credit. But credit is gonna help you scale. Trade lines, yeah, I did the trade lines. I got how many trade lines I got? I probably almost got like 20 trade lines by now. Um, but yeah, trade lines, yeah, doing the proper stages and stuff like that. Um, and paying that within 7-10 days is going to report. And I did a whole video about that about credit. Check out that video. But yeah, I did trade lines. I did the trade lines. I didn't buy trade lines. I actually did the whole process. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man, and happy New Year. I gotta say, I know it's late, but I appreciate. I know I'm okay. I'm here. I'm not missing. Somebody said, "Man, is he okay?" I was like, "Man, what the hell?" But shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to G-Way, man. Shout me out yesterday, man. I'm still here, man. I'm still active. I'm still maintaining. Like I said, part 2 is coming. I'm gonna drop the bomb on this one, on part 2. I don't know what day. I'm trying to shoot for this weekend, but I don't know. It might be this weekend. It might be next week. I'm gonna drop the bomb on y'all, and we go from there, man. Like I said, stay tuned for the consultations and the mentorships. I got it coming. Let me get it all set up. And if y'all want to do a one-on-one consultations or whatever, it's an hour, 30 minutes, or whatever the case may be, we can do that. I can help some of you guys scale your business, help you guys out, give you some pointers, and we go from there, man. Salute. Appreciate everybody coming through, man. And I catch y'all on the next joint.